All right, so let's talk a little bit about the big deal. And first of all, as I told you guys over and over again, the Tua thing would be the priority, and Waddle and Phillips and all that kind of stuff will happen during the season or next year. Remember, I told you? And I was convinced that that was going to happen. The fact that Waddle ends up signing this contract that now runs through the 28 season, where he's 30 years old, it's an $84 million extension. It averages in the extension years 28,250, 76 million in guarantees. He gets 36 million fully guaranteed at the signing. So this is a fantastic deal. I know the technicality, it's a couple dollars more than Devonta Smith and all that. And the next 5 receivers will all get paid over Waddle and whatever, bro. That's all the same. Tua's going to get paid over a whole bunch of quarterbacks now. And then the next couple of quarterbacks that come after Tua will crush his deal after that, and so on and so forth. It's life, dude. I don't care about that stuff. But I am amazed that they did get it done. So I was definitely wrong about that. But this is the sweetness about this. Remember, I tweeted this out today, that this Waddle deal has something special tied to this. And that would, others will want to go and, they want to get clickbait and they want to work all that stuff. We just work around what probably is the honesty of what's really going on now. Folks, the Jaylen Waddle deal was brokered and done because I truly believe they've made a lot of progress on the Tua contract. This tells me that they must know exactly the parameters of where they're at with the Tua contract already, and they're working on all the stupid little particulars and all that other stuff, all the, dotting the I's and crossing the T's, all the, well, if he has an injury this year or if he has to buy out this year, that year, this, that, all that kind of stuff, roster bonus this year, that. But it looks to me like they already have the parameters of his salary, his signing bonus, what he's going to get paid. Why would they do this? Because they kind of know exactly what's going on, what money they have available, and what space they have to play with. So this tells me that, because I wouldn't expect the Waddle deal to happen before the Tua deal, because you would want to wait till you do the big deal with Tua before you start, making the other dominoes fall, which I told you that they were going to sign this next wave of players. They let Hunt and Wilkins and Van Ginkel go because they had to sign these guys, Tua, Waddle, Phillips, and Holland. They're going to sign all 4, right? This tells me now, because again, I told you I would have expected the Tua first deal and then the others to fall into place. Waddle normally would be the second one in line, then Holland. Phillips, there's no hurry because of the injury. There's no hurry to re-sign him. You need to see what he does this year anyways and how he comes back. But this tells me now that the Tua deal is in even better shape than it's ever been. Not that I didn't think it wasn't going to get done, that there's going to be any kind of holdout. That's stupid shit that other people try to sell you. But this is actually really, really good news overall. At least that's the way I'm viewing it, because it just kind of makes sense. You don't do a big deal like this without that other one in place. So if you don't have it in place, you must have the parameters of it already. There must be a comfort zone that you and Team Tua have already agreed upon, and you're just kind of working out the rest of the stuff that really isn't about the salary and the signing bonus and that. It's all the other stuff. The protection clauses, the roster bonuses, the workout bonuses, the incentives if you go to the playoffs, if you win the Super Bowl, the MVP, all that other bullshit. And all that other stuff is like, it's the ancillary stuff that you can work out. You got to work out the basic parts of the salary, the signing bonus, and all that kind of stuff. That tells me they're pretty close to done on that. Okay? So they had money left over from the original deal. They still haven't gotten the money from X. That comes June? Is it June 1st or 2nd? Something like that. It is 1st, right? So then they'll be able to then do the TUA deal after that. So this is really good news, man, because now you've only got the Holland deal to work out throughout the year. And that won't be that complicated of a deal either.
I see. I'm along the same line of thinking, but what I kind of thought was the Waddle deal gets done, so now they've got 26, 27, 28. That's figured out.
Right.
Looking at the front office, I mean. So now if you get Holland signed, his will be a 25, 26, 27 because it's 4 years.
Right.
So he doesn't get the 5th year. Jalen Phillips still in the 5th year. You can't really work that until you see how he comes back.
You got to see how he comes back, yeah.
Then you've got TUA, which would be 25, 26, 27, 28, 29.
Right.
So you've got, as a front office, you're looking at all the years where it's going to be to figure out how, as you said, to work the little intricacies of what the per year, I believe, is kind of like you're saying. Deal's pretty much done. Now it's just, okay, let's get Waddle done and let's see. Because, again, TUA probably went back and said, look, I don't mind signing a big deal, but I don't want to be on the 2020 Dolphins team either. Right. It's just him and Waddle. And
right,
of course. 190 passes to Waddle.
Right. And that's
so I believe it's more of the front office work. And again, working with Team TUA to make sure that everything is dotted and crossed so that you have no issue. Because again, you've talked about it before too. Not that it's a cap crisis, but it's going to get a little tighter in a couple years.
Yeah.
So now you've got to figure that in as well, because you can't give out all this money if nothing's there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I 100%.
Yeah. So I think the TUA deal is pretty much done. It's just little things that they're probably or maybe it's already done. It's just they got to wait for the money from X to then make it finalized. And remember, they don't let this stuff doesn't get out, dude. Doesn't get out. Notice it just doesn't get out. Nobody knew the Waddle deal was going to happen. So this tells me that the TUA deal is pretty much done, and it's just either settling it or just waiting for X's money. So that, to me, that's the caveat of this deal done, that there's a real positive domino coming now with the TUA one. So then all we have left now is the Holland contract. That'll get worked out, and then you're set. You've already taken care of that wave, because the Phillips deal will get done. It's just, it depends on Phillips now. He has to come back and look good so they can justify re-signing him next offseason. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of the way it goes.
If there wasn't anything good going on, I think you would have heard that.
Yeah,
because that's what gets out.
Right.
Agent's gonna make, if Waddle got signed and TUA's contract is far off, you're gonna hear a underlying tone, something. Yeah. Somebody's gonna put something out there.
Yeah. So I'm sure people will try to spin some negative on the TUA stuff. Don't let them get into your head. Don't let them get it. This is actually positive. This deal getting done, the Waddle deal, that tells me the TUA deal's a layup already. It's done. It's over. You know what I'm saying? So that's actually really, really good that the TUA domino and the Tyreek domino are the Waddle domino are kind of the same thing.
This is the Big O Show.